Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are going to be previewing Hull City's trip to London, or more specifically Millwall, back at the Den. Let's get into it. So yes guys, Hull City do take on Millwall, and in this first part of the video I'm going to show you the recent head-to-heads between the two teams, the two teams' last three fixtures and the table positions as well. So yeah, I'm going to show you them on screen now. So yes guys, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game and my thoughts going into the game, and I thought I'd start off with Liam Rosenior being announced as the new head coach of Hull City, and yeah, I'm pretty excited by the appointment. He did have a little spell at Derby. I think he had 12 games there after Rooney left, and he won 7 of those games, and he did it pretty well. I think if it hadn't have been for that Derby takeover happening, then he probably could still be there, or taking them to another level. But he's here with us. He's a foreign player, obviously. You're in the Premier League, and he's very liked by the fans. And he's started doing his coaching when he actually played for us. So yeah, I hope it's going to be a good appointment, and I hope he gets the time he needs, and obviously he'll have the World Cup break to probably get his ideas across to the players, but yeah, I'm very excited. I hope he does well, and yeah, hopefully he can sort out the defensive problems that we've got, which we'll talk about more in a minute. But yeah, very happy to have Liam Rosenior here. And yeah, who will be in charge for the Millwall game, so that's all good. Right, now I'm going to my thoughts. I think it's going to be a very tight game because Millwall, they seem to, every season they always seem to be playoffs, or between playoffs and mid-table. So they have got some very good players. Obviously, former player of ours, George Honeyman, is also there as well. Wouldn't be surprised if he scored, to be honest with you. But yeah, they did lose Jed Wallace to West Brom. Very good player of theirs. I think they've had a bit of a up and down season so far. But yeah, it's going to be a tough place to go. It always is, the Den. Obviously, Hull City conceding goals left, right, and centre at the minute. So yeah, if we can get a clean sheet, then good, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, I think if I'm going to give my score prediction, I think I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw for this one. I think a point would be good for us. Big 3 points would be even better, because we could be in the relegation zone by the end of the weekend. But I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Oscar and I've got Oscar and Cynic to score, with Honeyman and I would say Honeyman to get 2. Why not? But yeah, I do feel confident, but I don't. It's just because Rosenior, let's just see how things go for now. Obviously, it'll take a couple of games for him to get his start across and get the players what he wants them to do. But yeah, I'm very happy with Liam Rosenior being the manager. So yeah, let's move on to the next part of the video. So yeah, now it's time for Millwall fan thoughts. We're going to talk to Nick Hart from the Ashton Millwall podcast. You can find them on Twitter. I will put their link in the description down below. But here he is with his thoughts on the game.
Greetings, Hull City fans. This is Nick Hart from the Ashton Millwall podcast, #1 Millwall podcast. Just musing ahead of tonight's fixture at Birmingham. We're playing at Birmingham as I record these words to you all, which will probably govern how we approach Saturday's fixture at the Den against Hull City. It's been a topsy-turvy old season. We came off of a really good run of 4 victories and went to Huddersfield, which is never an easy prospect for us, last Saturday, and we went from heroes to zeros. We've looked pretty good in the last 4. It's been a strange season of chopping and changing, but we had hit some form, started scoring goals, went up to Huddersfield last Saturday and looked pretty dire, to be up front with you. As I'm speaking to you, I'm just waiting for the stream to start for our trip to Brum. So it's Wednesday night as I'm speaking to you. We've made a few changes to our lineup, so I'm hoping for a bounce back tonight. By the time you get to hear these words, you'll know whether we did indeed bounce back or not. Millwall at the Den are usually a different prospects of Millwall going away, especially to long northern trips, which are the bane of our lives. I think, Saturday we would expect to be stronger, and we would expect to certainly put on a performance. I'm hoping for a win Saturday. We on occasions recently, we've been playing some pretty good, fast, direct attacking football. We put 3 past Watford, beat West Bromwich Albion in a high panto game with Jed Wallace coming back to the baying mob that the Den was that day. So much depends on how tonight's game goes. We look pretty poor up there at the John Smith Stadium last Saturday. So we'll see what we get at Brum tonight. As far as Hull City, I haven't followed your season, so you're going to have to forgive me. I see that you're just hovering above the relegation zone, so you'll clearly be keen on, at least a draw. Possibly more if you can nick it. Where we've looked vulnerable is where teams mass in defence and look to break. We tend to be vulnerable. Huddersfield hit us on the break a few times last Saturday, and if you can survive what will be probably a fairly hectic opening period, then anything becomes possible. We have looked a little bit more defensively fragile this season. We've lost a number of big injury. Sean Hutchinson particularly has been a linchpin of our defence. So, fast attacking break football may well pay dividends for Hull City. I'm hoping, of course, as you'll appreciate, all of you chaps listening to these words will appreciate, I'm hoping that we prevail on Saturday. But as I say, recording ahead of Birmingham, the Birmingham game tonight, well, let's see what we get out of that. And fingers crossed for Saturday. My prediction, got to predict a Millwall win, haven't I? Got to predict a Millwall win. 1 or 2 goals to the Lions. Don't know enough about Hull City, but I'm hoping that in different form this season will continue on Saturday. Anyway, thank you for having me on your show. All the best to you. Arrivederci Millwall. Bye for now.
So yeah, thank you to Nick from the Ashton podcast. Really appreciate you coming on. Hopefully it's a good game on Saturday. Hopefully, things don't go too bad Hull City wise. But yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment your predictions and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to reach 300, we're 6 off, so any new subscriber will be appreciated. And don't forget to press the notification bell to be notified every time I upload. It's as easy as that really. So yeah, I've been Ken Webster and I'll see you all later for the review video. Peace.